When the Titan Lords fell, a new age of might came to Sedaria. An age defined by one simple decree. That whoever was the strongest in Sedaria, enough to slay its previous ruler, would hold dominion over the land. And so it was, for thousands of years. And so it is, yet today. Aloysius, the Mad King of Sedaria, now rules these lands. Over the last 10 years, he has spread his influence. Using cruel hobgoblins and gnolls as soldiers, the land of Sedaria quakes, torn apart by his frenzied greed for the power it holds within. For Sedaria is a lost land, a land of riches unclaimed, of legends untold, of power unseen. A beautiful, vast, and deadly land. It calls to the bold, to the clever, to the daring, to any who would dare its shores seeking adventure. It calls to Megan, the war-forged paladin. It calls to Nyx, the half-elf warlock. It calls to Nizit, the dragon-born rogue. It calls to Tig, the kobold bard. It calls to Zidane, the wood elf ranger. It calls to Trill, the Aarakocra druid. And to those it calls, Sedaria offers welcome. The wilds are not easy, and not kind, but they shall give a tale to remember. For this is the land of limitless adventure. This is the legend of the Wildlands.
Hello and welcome to Legend of the Wildlands. As per usual, I am your lovely host, Alex, who has been DMing for a while and planning this also for a while. And also for a while, my webcam did not work in Discord while I was doing this. But now I'm here, so my lovely cast and crew of players can see my beautiful face as I pretend to be people that may want to murder them. Joining me, as always, we have my lovely cast and crew of players. We have Atlas.
Hello, gamers.
We have Anne.
Apparently I've missed a lot.
Yes, we have Professor Moore.
Hello, hello, hello.
We have Queen.
I can't believe this man's lied to us and he's not actually a loading screen.
And we have Toonwolf.
We're popping out and popping off.
Woo!
Let's go.
Let's go. So, as per usual, this is our game of Dungeons and Dragons where fun things happen, like Assassins. But before we get into Assassins, we should recap the rest of last week's session. So, our heroes did some shopping in the desert town of Ben Tharoom. Most notably, they found a place that sold sand gliders, which are basically sailboats that could whoosh back and forth across the sands and make travel not quite so miserable. You know, because going fast is probably helpful. They also managed to find a new ally, a half-elven painter named Elgwin, who was seriously talented, but also seriously paranoid and had a lot of other issues, but knew a lot of people in various cities around Sedaria, so the group decided it was worth taking her along. They went on a sand glider trip to the southwestern city of Khaglodar, along the way avoiding some desiccated sandy creatures known as sandwalkers that could suck the moisture out of you, and also finding a lake of glass and crystals, some of which were harvested into blood glass ore, which was very, very sharp but very, very brittle, and given the right forging techniques, could be made into a pretty powerful weapon. Afterwards, in the city of Khaglodar, our heroes quickly found that, this city has a lot of crime and a lot of smoke belching around it. So not only is there a serial killer in Khaglodar, and apparently also organized crime in Khaglodar, but there's also an epidemic of poisoned potions, completely banning the sale of them. And I will note, however, that when searching the market, this did not stop Nyx from buying a potion that was very specifically a drug of some kind. You know, for science. After our heroes found a place to board Old Gus, which happened to be a bank because there wasn't really a stable in Khaglodar, they decided to investigate various buildings, see what was what, including a bank, some forges, some cobblers, a lot of cobblers actually, but the one that was visited was specifically a hotbed of hot gossip. It was then that everyone reunited in a bar specializing in basically Instagrammable drinks to coordinate, share what gossip they heard, share ideas of what to do in Khaglodar. And it was there that they were given a free round of drinks known as the Dead Man's Last by an Earth Ganassi dressed as a desert wanderer, who gave some not-so-friendly conversation, warning everyone, hey, I hear that you fit the description of people who might be rebelling against the king. It would be a shame if that were true, because then I might have to take out some garbage. Anyway, cheers! And he gave a cheers, and so did half the bar along with him. Also, he knew at least Tig's name, and probably the rest of them too. So, that is where we left off a session, and we're going to reunite right in the bar again. Come on, time needs to start moving again, please.
Okay.
Cool.
There we
Cool.
There we go.
So, is there active murderous intent happening?
Sorry, that's a bit loud. Hang on. No one has moved to actually do a violence.
Alright, in that case, whatever. Yeah, no, Tig's absolutely gonna fucking, finish their fancy drink. Thank you very much. It got paid for. And, just sort of... Well, what a pleasant welcome.
Yeesh. Agreed.
Yeah.
Presents?
Yeah. So, your new companion, Elgwin, is looking around furtively, leans it over the table. What did I tell you? Assassins everywhere! None of you mentioned that assassins were after you all specifically! I thought it was just a me problem!
Well, I mean, Elgwin, like, look around. They're not doing anything. They're not trying to actively assassinate at the moment. It's fine.
Yeah, because we're surrounded by witnesses.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so calm right now. So it's all right. That being said, I mean, we don't actually usually have, like, active assassins after us. This is, I mean, it was bound to happen, like, sooner or later. What?
Yeah, I think usually deserves a little bit more elaboration. Yeah.
Well, usually, that only happens when something particularly, I don't know, bad or identifying happens, which has only really happened, like, I don't know, we've only been actively, like, gone at with the intent to kill, like, what, once?
By who?
I don't think the dragon counts. It's the dragon is more of like a I'd kill anyone in my path. That's not really assassination worthy, personally. So,
And there's a dragon too.
well,
We just happened to be in its path.
yeah, we just happened to come across Kadai.
Wrong
It's
place, wrong
fine.
time.
We made it out.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are there any other people of high status or relations to the king that might want you dead that I should know about so we get it all out of the way?
Let's get some rooms at the place first before we talk some more, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But also, Tag will sort of like lean over a little bit to Elgwin friendlily and just think of it this way. We're all still alive. Like,
Yeah, for
all
now.
things considered, we're not the most unsafe people to be around. Us being alive means at least we're good enough at protecting ourselves and others.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, do you disagree?
well, I'm just, if we're gonna be honest here, we have had a casualty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but there was nothing we could do about that.
We could have not told him we were planning to kill the king.
Well, I mean, listen, that wasn't our fault. He was running his mouth thinking he was talking to a friend when, if you read the room, he would have realized he wasn't. So, all things
True.
considered,
Can we not on
that wasn't on us. All right. No. Well, I'm more than happy to find a place to stay.
All right.
Well,
In that case, I'm going to go to my happy place for a little bit.
Sounds like a good idea.
good idea.
Happy place.
I get the shot glass I had and just pull Swift out of it.
I wasn't done!
There's nothing in there.
Not for you to see, maybe.
Ugh, just like pours it on.
Well, that's just rude.
We can't take the shot glass, it's theft.
Yeah? Consider, when in Khaglodar, do as Khaglodar does. This is a
put her in
city
my
of crime, therefore...
I just put her in my pouch.
Kidnapping!
like
See, you
somebody-
got the right idea!
Looks like somebody's never stolen a pint from a bar on a dare.
I'm not a bar person. Look, can we just go?
All right.
All right.
Let's go find a place to stay.
You head out of the tavern. So, immediately notable in the East Market, unless you want to look for other districts in town that might offer better, more fancy inns, there is a place named the Marked Horses Inn, which has a sign showing, like, a horse, basically, painted on with some kind of emblem on it you don't recognize. It looks like it might have been a hammer of some kind, but someone absolutely fucked up the shape. And further into the city, because the Marked Horses Inn is like real close to the inner gate, is a fairly tall looking building called the Lucky Bell Tower Inn.
Well, any preferences?
Well, I think we need some luck right now.
Then let us go.
All right. You head into the Lucky Bell Tower Inn, and immediately you note it is a lot quieter here than it is outside, even in the middle of the afternoon. Now, granted, the middle of the afternoon is not going to exactly be a time of hustle and bustle for an inn, but Khaglodar is a big city, and it's full of people just milling about, and this place seems a lot calmer. There are a couple of tough guys, like thug-looking people, scattered around and about, cleaning some tables, dusting off more furniture, sweeping some dust outside. and a dwarven woman in armor at the front desk, battle axe strapped to her back, who looks up and is like, looking for a place to stay the night?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Yep.
Right. Let's see. So, there's a lot of stairs, you should be aware of that, but it gets you above the hustle and bustle, so you get what you pay for. So, rooms are going to be 6 silver a night. Looks like you got a pretty big group. They sleep too comfortably.
Great.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
share with someone.
Yeah, you want to share Misadine?
Mm-hmm.
I will pay for both of us then.
I'll pay for myself and someone else.
Alright. The sidekick adventurers pay for their own equipment and rooms, so you don't have to worry about their finances.
Good. Be poor.
Alright, thank you very kindly. Here are the keys. Also, keep the noise down while you're in here. I make this place a place to relax and get away from it all, and me boys enforce that.
Oh.
Okay then.
Understood.
Noted.
Gotcha.
Alright,
Right.
so it is the middle of the afternoon right now.
So, we can explore some more, we can chat. What do you all think?
It sounds like we have a lot to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot's an understatement, sure.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You retire up to some of your rooms to gather away from the hustle and bustle, away from, hopefully, people that'll be listening in, and discuss, because there's a lot to discuss.
So I will release Swift, but tell her to be quiet.
You got it, McGruber.
Before we start, Tag's actually going to, like, chill for a second and ritually cast, Detect Magic. Just to, you know, just in case there are any, like, magical effects, magical ways people could be listening in, that sort of thing.
Alright.
Sweeping for magical bugs.
You don't detect any magical bugs of that sort. Only magic you're picking up here at the inn is the stuff that you came in with.
Excellent. Cool. Nisep, do you want to help me once over this room, actually?
Absolutely.
Physical peepholes or anything else. At this point, Tag's not taking any chances.
Alright.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation. Alright.
Well,
You don't detect any signs of peepholes or other spy devices in the room.
Would you mind if I rolled mine as I go around the other side? I am proficient, so...
Sure.
Incredible.
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 so much better.
Do you want help
Hey,
looking
it's
around?
No, it's fine. We should probably just get on with it.
Can we have Swift, like, stationed at the keyhole?
Sure.
Alright. Swift is our lookout.
So... That kind of, like, kicks back on the bed a little bit. That was an experience. Now... Obviously, it goes without saying that, or rather, does the look once over to all of us, a standout group, to put it lightly. We need to be a bit more discreet about potentially about talk that could be potentially taken in the wrong way moving forward. I am also to blame for this. I am not free of guilt, but I do think that being more, aware of surroundings and allegiances and vibes would probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, we've already kind of screwed our element of, surprise, but that wasn't really our fault per se, seeing as we are still new to Sidaria. But yeah. Ugh.
So, I mean, anonymity gone, but like, as far as moving forward with this, like, sure, we can not talk in the future, but for those who already know, word spreads around quickly.
True.
I mean, yeah, word can spread, but at least in a number of places, proof is still something that a lot of people like to have, and not giving people an opportunity to actually pin something is probably going to be the best for us moving forward.
Agreed.
And that also means perhaps not always introducing ourselves to everyone we meet by our actual names.
Agreed.
I get that.
There's
Listen,
no
Nyx,
harm done, Nyx.
I understand you grew up on like a commune or something. But
I grew up in a very lovely village, and I'm sorry that I am apparently too friendly.
Yeah, and it's
apology accepted.
Yeah, and it's not like, keeping kindness is, definitely a strength. However, maybe you could still absolutely be kind and keep those values, but maybe in a more discreet way. I don't know. Should we have like code names or something, or like even
I mean, if you
like
can feel you can get away with it.
yeah, I don't know.
sure.
Even names aside, like, are we at like needing disguise level, or are we just gonna take what we
Helena
can?
raises her hand. Point of order. I'm kind of a minor celebrity.
Oh, right.
True.
Sorry, I forgot that.
You know, that's what I like about you. You don't bring it up. Except sometimes in scenarios where we're talking about we have to be discreet, I'm looking at me and I'm looking at the painter girl and I'm thinking, is that doable? Really? In a group
You're
this
thinking
big?
that You're thinking that at the same time we have a giant mech lady with us?
I can disguise, says Megan.
You can?
Can try.
I mean, I've got a blanket. We could try to throw it over you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
scales and feathers. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
All
what
right.
can we do?
there's got to be
So-
magic or something we can use, right? Like,
I mean, yes, there is magic. That would be kind of like a very big resource sink, and like disguise self only really works for like an hour at a time. But at this point, because of our group notoriety, like those of us who look more, I don't know, I guess the soft skins who aren't like celebrities could be more discreet, and as for the rest of us, we just don't say the quiet part out loud, you know?
Sedaine slowly puts his hood on.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
I don't know. Are you all spooked enough to want to leave? I guess that's my question.
What, right now?
I mean, leave Khaglodar in general.
I feel my standard of spooked is a bit different than yours, so I'm not sure if I count in this vote.
I mean, the assassin knows we're here is the issue.
So in my experience, there are two different methods of avoiding assassination, right?
Mhm.
Either you go out in the middle of nowhere where absolutely you hope no one can ever find you. Right, that's one option. The other option is to basically lose yourself in as large a crowd as possible. So we are in prime position for both of those options. Personally, I don't think staying in Khaglodar at the moment would be like the worst thing, as long as we continue to stay on there. You know, as long as we continue to not say the quiet part out loud.
We could
Agreed.
lure him into a false sense of security by acting normal. If he keeps tracking us whilst we're here and we're not doing anything, he might relax a bit.
Yeah, I mean, seems good. And I mean, even if we are, I don't know, like, grabbing rumors or looking into some other things, like, that's not exactly, or not exactly, that's not a crime at all.
This would
So,
be a pretty
yeah.
good tourist city, says Carolina.
Yeah. Just minus the whole, like, potion and serial killer problem. Yeah.
I mean, it's no peace promise, but it is one of the biggest cities in Sedaria, so...
For the most part, I think we're fine staying here just so long as we don't say the quiet part out loud.
Okay.
Because for the most part, what we're planning on doing while we're here in town is perfectly legal. We're not doing anything outside of the ordinary. What we may or may not be doing that is driving us to be here doesn't need to come up. We are just here because we're traveling around Sedaria. We're getting supplies. We're getting to know the area.
Monster hunting?
We're monster hunting, yes.
Lots of people want monsters. We've met people who want monsters,
True.
parts of monsters. We ask around for those.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to do some desert tourism as well. Yeah. I think we should, most likely, be fine. Just we continue with the buddy system, too. Ideally.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Good shout.
Should definitely nobody should be going off alone.
Not Khaglodar, they shouldn't.
Right. Anybody else have anything to bring up? I guess.
I might have done a not a sensible thing, so I thought I'd tell you guys first before this becomes a problem.
Okay.
Just things to Swift. We good, Swift?
I can see, like, a really burly dude carrying a bunch of towels, but I don't think he's gonna kill us with towels.
Okay, I pull out the dragon's blood. I just
Tag will
thought...
Tag will kind of like reach out for it and like
Shows it.
take it, uncork it a little bit, sniff it, all of like their feathers kind of like stand on end, recork it, hand it back.
Yeah.
I don't intend to use it. Like, self-use it.
Didn't we have a whole talk when we first came in?
But it's not a potion! It's... I don't even know what it's... Sorry, it's not a, ingesting material. I don't even know what it is. Well, I do know what it is.
Why'd you buy it?
I just thought, if we stayed a bit discreet about it, we could use it as a means down the line.
Did you have any idea on what you were gonna use it for?
Not yet. But...
Good for you for thinking ahead.
Yeah, I just thought, if we're really getting into this, let's take a bit of a risk. Could be a bartering thing down the line. Could be something else of use. I just wanted to let you all know I have it.
Okay.
Puts it back.
I need to go out and like buy some materials or something. Fuck me. Okay. But thank you for letting us know.
Yeah. That is a
Good
good thing.
to know.
Thank you.
If you're ever being patted down, we can attempt to shuffle it between us, I suppose.
Sure. my poncho's bigger than you think.
I believe you.
It's got like 5 pockets.
Dude, out of character. Ponchos rock. More people
Hell yeah.
should wear ponchos. They're comfy.
Agreed.
Just exceptional.
Yeah, last time I wore a poncho was on Splash Mountain, so...
Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
And you know what? Sorry for the overreaction, Nix. Selling things like that is illegal. Not buying them. Alright. I'm going through some of the rumors that I heard of.
Oh, yeah, that's right. While we're here, I did pick up something that may or may not be of interest to us. Partially because since we're trying to keep a low profile, I'm not entirely sure if we want to do this right now. But, talking with one of the shopkeepers here, I cannot remember which one.
Danilad, he was the Thief King representative on the Merchant Ring.
Danilad. Yep, there we are. He wants, if I'm remembering correctly, a certain bridge here in town burned down.
Oh wait, the bridge? No, sorry. I thought you were talking about the heist.
Yeah, Dunlop was the best.
Yeah, Danilad wanted a heist. Takaris wanted a bridge burned down.
Right.
Yes, there we go.
Why?
Didn't ask, just said they wanted it burned down. Mostly to interrupt things.
What would we be getting in return?
A discount?
Was the shit good?
Well... There was this. It was that, and then very, what's the best way to put this? Hellish items?
Okay.
Yeah, they did have some very interesting items, some iron stones, a couple swords that looked interesting. Stuff that isn't necessarily useful to us at this exact moment, but could be useful to us down the line.
And pricey as well.
Very pricey.
I'll say this. just don't want to bail anyone out of jail. Sounds good?
Yep.
Excellent.
Good. I've been so worried about us being killed that I didn't even consider jail.
Yeah, I mean...
I mean, you're worried about the harsher punishment there, I guess. All
Have any of
depending
you-
on the jail.
Yeah, have any of you been to jail?
I mean, I've been to
cannot
jail,
say
but
that.
not like in jail, you know?
Oh, okay.
I cannot say
gonna
that
say-
I have been arrested for anything.
Okay, I was just gonna ask if anyone had any advice if we do get arrested.
Don't. Listen, if you're going to do something, don't get caught. If you get caught, deny it.
Exactly.
Remember, there is extrajudicial and also judicial murder, so...
Oh my god! We're going to jail!
Mhm. Oh, are we trading some jail stories? I said my nickel, says Swift in the doorknob.
How I was literally about to ask. Is there such a thing as Fey jail?
There is such a thing as Fey jail, and if you go, you die.
Uh-oh.
Then how are you still here?
Well, sadly, I died, but then I lived.
You
Right.
seem to be good at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
My special skill.
Wonderful. Good
Because she
to
has
know.
a special sauce.
We die in jail, we come back to life. Noted.
No,
No.
No,
I
that was
come back
everyone.
to life. You're gonna be straight up dead.
If you die in jail, you die in real life, to clarify.
Okay, no jail. Okay, I get it.
Alright. I'm going to go explore the city a bit. I want to buy a few supplies. I've had some ideas for things that I maybe want to work on, just some improvements to like my instrument and stuff. So I'm going to head out. Anyone want to come with?
I've done my shopping, so I'll stay here for now.
I'm happy to tag along.
Scales, let's go.
I don't know, I'm feeling a little restless as well, if you don't mind me tagging along.
Scales and feathers, let's go.
All right. So, for those of you who are heading out, there is a very basic map of the city in the lobby of the inn, showing that there are 4 districts, 4 major tourism districts in the city. There is the Old City, Foundry Row, the East Market, where you are right now, and Soul Grove, S-O-L. And I believe, Tyg and Trill, you've been to Soul Grove already. That's where you got the rumors and you left old Gus.
Ooh, maybe Foundry Row, actually. Maybe we could find someone who could work the blood glass. See how much that would cost.
Ooh.
All right.
Also, I want some raw materials, wires, etc., etc.
Cool. You head over through the streets towards Foundry Row. This is the industrial district, and for everyone but Trill, it is magnificent to behold. There are factories stretching up hundreds of feet into the air. There is noise and smog everywhere of like constantly working machines and workers in several directions. Just in general, it's big, it's noisy, it is covered in metal everywhere. This is Foundry Row.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Let's check out maybe a smithy, maybe people who could like work this blood glass just so we could have a goal to save up for, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
So, the first public-facing smithy that you find in Foundry Row is a place named Anvil Crafts. And it is, like, what looks to be polished silver, but on closer inspection, it's actually made of solid mechanite, just, like, almost like a Myth, even. And as you enter, there are all sorts of, like, cogs, pistons, tubes, spinning, clanging together in constant motion, just clicking and clanging and working on forging more mechanite and other metals. And working among them, polishing them, making sure there's no errors, is what looks to be a Goliath, but most Goliaths that people are aware of have, like, stone giant blood in them. They have, like, stone-like skin, paintings along their sides marked in stone. This one has a more wispy, ethereal look, like almost wind-like hair draping down his back. He's got a paler, like, whitish-purple complexion to his skin, and just, like, a little taller than most stone giant Goliaths as well. He looks over and is like, "Ah, welcome! See anything you like, you let me know. Try not to touch anything, this is delicate machinery."
Will do, will do.
Gotcha.
No worries
Quick
on my end.
question.
Yes?
Do you do work with blood glass?
I can work with just about anything. Discount if you come recommended by a certain high society friend of mine. Can't help but notice that merchant ring, so you might know her, you might not.
Oh?
Yeah, you don't happen to have any certificates from her, do you?
No, sorry, what was her name?
Debris.
No, I don't believe so.
Can't say we've had the pleasure of meeting them yet.
Shame. Charming woman. Anyway, so, Khaglodar shop menus are a little bit different than other menus you might be used to. I, on the other hand, made mine a little bit easier to follow. So, let me just show you this, and feel free to look through whatever you like.
Weaponry. Ooh, a buckler. Not a bad thing to have.
Oh, bucklers are nice.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't think you could benefit from that.
Nope, not proficient.
Yeah. Zidane probably could, though.
Yeah, Zidane likely could benefit from a buckler.
Listen, the more I see, the better. Okay, I don't necessarily have the funds for that, but so discount aside, what would be your charge for working or into a weapon, I guess?
Right, so first, you're gonna, like, figure out what weapon you want, because let's say a spear, that's a lot easier to make than would be, say, a great axe. So there's the cost of the weapon itself. Then there is the cost of working with the material, and for blood glass, let me calculate. He opens a drawer, pulls out an abacus, starts moving things along. I'd say about 300 gold to make something out of blood glass.
Okay. Good to keep in mind. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm sure we'll have to come back. While you're here, actually, do you know of any place that sells, like, raw materials, just things for, like, I don't know, tinkering, stuff like that? Couldn't help but see the mechanite.
The raw materials I usually work with, those are going to come from the various foundries here in Foundry Row. Don't know if metal is what you're looking for an instrument of any kind. But just to let you know what's here, just in case, there there's Chief Point Foundry. That's going to produce much of the material that's eventually used in construction here in Khaglodar. And then if you want like a guild guaranteed foundry stuff, you get the second biggest foundry. That would be Hammerblood Foundry.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, yeah, I'm good to step out of the shop. Look at the two of you.
Yeah.
300 gold isn't too bad. Oh no, I think Professor Moore might be dead ski.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. It's just...
Yep.
Oh no, the professor's
oh, no.
frozen.
The professor's in back within 15 minutes. Kidding.
Takes Nizis by the shoulders. Wake up!
Please.
Is it T-poses to assert their dominance?
Oh, yeah, rip, there goes the camera.
Rip.
Rip.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what Tyga's looking for, and I don't know if I've expressed this clearly, I guess, but basically what they're looking for is just, like tinker type materials, things like, you know, like wire, gears, that sort of thing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I guess, because they do need like a bit of raw material to do some of the stuff that they want to try doing.
All right. So in that case, you hear whispers from a nearby alley, saying, "Psst, psst. I hear you looking for material."
Tag casually goes over.
All right.
Perhaps.
So, there's an older-looking kobold here with a hunched, shuffling gait, near a stall that looks pretty rough and beat up and has tarp over most of the contents. If you're looking for, the stuff to fix up and whatnot, I got stuff that's gonna run you a lot cheaper than what the foundries have.
Yeah, Tig will switch to Draconic very happily and just... It is so nice to see a friendly face. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let me take a look.
All right. He pulls up the tarp, and it's a lot of junk on his cart, like some chipped ceramic mugs, a broken longbow over there, a frayed-looking quiver that has a single arrow on it, mismatched leather gloves, a moth-eaten velvet robe, rusty daggers, small iron key that is just there by itself, tarnished silver spoon, torn pieces of paper that looked like they were a map at one point. Basically, a lot of very heavily used equipment that is junk, could be polished up for use.
Tig just looks at the spread. Perfect. Starts digging through, picks up a few things, maybe like the silver spoon, some of the cloth, some of the paper, just general like things that could be broken down into raw materials. Kind of like stacks it all into a neat little pile. How much?
All right, for that whole pile, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Since you're so friendly, and I'm gonna give you the bulk discount, the friends and family bulk discount. That whole pile, yours for 20 gold.
Tig, they kind of give the kobold a look. All right. And we'll hand over to Platinum.
Thank you very much for your patronage. Enjoy your fine gains. May they bring you profit.
Oh, they shall. Tag just scoops the junk into bag. All right, I'm happy.
You found what you were looking for already. All right.
Oh, more than enough. All right.
Uh,
I just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nizip, did you have anything you were looking for?
More just trying to keep an eye on things, make sure we don't get our pockets picked or anything like that. I would like to find a leather worker in town if there is one, just to possibly see about upgrading this armor.
Trying to think back on what we saw in Soul Grove. I don't believe we saw a leather worker.
Yeah.
I don't think there was.
Why are there so
I
many
don't recall
cobblers in
any.
this town? That's what I want to know.
You know, now that you mention it. Huh.
I mean, I guess most people need shoes, I suppose. Tig looks down at, like, all of our feet, which are, like,
Yeah.
claws and
We're just like,
talons.
Yes.
Couldn't be me,
Shoes.
but
Shoes!
I don't know. Needing shoes seems like a skill issue to me.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. But, yeah, I guess some people need them.
A town predominantly dwarves makes sense.
True. I mean, there was the Dwarven Plate Outfitters in Soul Grove. We could maybe try there. It seems like most of the places here are, foundries, so like metal, plates, chain. But, Outfitters might work, yeah?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, well, plate mail might work for Megan. It is certainly a little too restricting for me.
Would you even be able to move?
No, I would not.
God. Sometimes I imagine it's like, what would happen if you put plate mail on me, and I think I would just get squished.
Yeah.
You would look like a set of animated armor, just completely unable to move.
Exactly.
Would it really be animated in that case?
No, I would just be on the ground, unable to move.
Well, if the suit is animated and it can do the moving for you.
Oh god, can you imagine? Like, what if it moves in a way you don't expect? It, like, breaks your limbs and stuff? Ugh.
Oh,
No, thank
cool.
you.
So now I'm
That'd
thinking
give-
about that.
Yeah, that's a
Which
new
is
nightmare
awesome.
there.
You're so welcome. Don't get inside animated armor, I guess.
Cool. Now I definitely won't. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Yeah, I guess head over to Soul Grove.
All right. You head through Foundry Row back over to Soul Grove, which, in comparison, is much, much cleaner given general lack of smog and more trees and greenery planted on the roofs, not necessarily in the ground because the canals are still sand, but it's a lot cleaner. And you head over to Dwarven Plate Outfitters. So, you head inside, and inside there are several suits on display of plate armor.
I guess that makes sense.
That tracks.
Yep.
And just Dwarven plate armor. There is no other type of armor here. So,
Just about faces and walks out.
Yeah,
Dwarven plate armor.
Jeez.
Well, there's the general store, the Red Blade, and then also we passed by Wishing Stone Outfits. We could try
Yeah.
those.
We try Witching Stone outfits.
Yeah.
All right. You head into Wishing Stone Outfits. This looks like a tailor's shop. It's got various sets of clothes that look like moderately fancy, like top of what the middle class would consider to be top of the line. And the middle-aged dwarven outfitter here coughs loudly as you enter the store. Welcome to Wishing Stone. See anything you like, you just tell me.
Like, quite all right.
Getting over a recent bout of sickness, I'm afraid.
Oh, well,
That's never fun.
No,
oh, my
no, it is
condolences.
not.
Hope you feel better soon.
Yes, same. All right. And whoop, he also has one of the more traditional shop menus.
Wee. Ooh,
Ho, ho,
a
ho.
blanket.
Don't mind the hours of operation. I've had to keep this shop open a little later than usual.
Let's see,
Yeah.
let's see.
Sorry, cutting in for a second. Close-minded.
I may have copy and pasted. Shut the hell your mouth.
No, I just thought that was funny.
Well, they've got a
Yeah.
blanket that we could get to disguise Megan.
Oh my goodness.
I was looking at the blanket, but not for that reason.
For what reason were you looking at it?
I was more looking ahead. If we happen to be out during the desert at nighttime, it gets cold, and also looking ahead when we eventually have to go back to the tundra.
Oh, yeah.
True.
There's also the armor on the merchant's ring.
Yeah.
That's the armor modifications.
Regrettably, I don't offer cold weather clothes here. Because the night is shorter than the day, there's rarely any cause to sell it.
But that's fair. That's fair.
Completely understandable.
Yeah.
Tig is going to buy an extra backpack.
All right.
I'm just
Backpack-
picking up an extra sack.
Backpack and sack acquired.
Mostly because, not that it actually matters, but I want to, it didn't actually give me the sack, I think. But I want to put my ball bearings in something specific.
Let me check, because containers are going to be a little weird. Oh, you have the traditional character sheet, that's why.
Oh, doesn't like to give it to me with the traditional character sheet.
Alright. In that case, I'm going to have to manually give you some sacks.
Alas.
Sacks, good for ball bearings, good for putting over people's heads while you kidnap them. Carrying stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much, the shopkeeper.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have an excellent evening. And
Yeah, and I
don't
hope
be
you feel
out
better
too
soon.
late.
Yeah.
Any particular reason behind not staying out too late?
Oh, several reasons. This is Khaglodar.
I see.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. Sure, thank you.
Alright.
Alright, maybe check the general store, I guess. They might have something.
Yeah?
Alright. it's not loading up what the general store list is because, for whatever reason, there we go. All right,
Oh?
the Red Blade General Store. All right. So, you head into the Red Blade store, and you don't see any leather armor in here specifically. Just, why is a night at the inn for sale at the Red Blade? This isn't an inn. Go away. Alright. A lot of, containers, a couple of arrows and parchments and rations and whatnot for sale. It also has a sign saying, carts out back, ask the owner. The owner is a pretty surly-looking dwarven woman who looks up as you enter, doesn't say a word, just sighs and says, "We're about to close, you know."
Oh, sorry, didn't intend to come in so close to closing.
Yeah, just sorry about that. Thank you. Just taking a look. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow then. Clocks. There's no other armor. Good to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to invest in a watch.
Right.
Yeah. It is starting to get a little late.
Yeah, maybe we should
Yeah.
head back.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to be a public roll. Anyway.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Whoops!
I was like,
Alright. Anyway, you head back to the inn, where once more it is quiet, the hustle and bustle and the clinging and clanging stops for a little bit, leaving you the peace and quiet of your rooms.
Oh, boy.
So what have you two been up to?
Relaxing.
Sedane's just curled up in bed, kind of hugging his belongings in the middle. Just chilling.
Oh.
I have been in silent contemplation about the discussion we had. I think I need to work on some self-defense. Not that I haven't
Yeah.
already been working on it, but
Right.
work on it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Never hurt.
I'll figure it out. I think I'm getting somewhere.
Sure, I think we could all use some excellent self-defense. Not saying that us don't have some, but just keeping in your mind.
I mean, the best I got is Swift, so.
Yeah, I'm not saying something.
Okay, we're in a group, right? Right. I'm just like trying not to. we're in a group. We can help with that, right?
No, of course. Swift has very direct methods of conking people out. Not that it's had much success rate yet, but, we can work on it.
I can't really conk out people that don't have a nervous system.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't had the best run of enemies, but I think we'll get somewhere, Swift.
If you need me, I'll be in my room.
Alright.
Sure, let's go to bed.
You head to bed as the sounds of the city quiet down and you head to sleep. About 2 hours in, 2 or 3 actually, you hear a shriek.
I bolt up and out.
Tiger's still working on something, so they're like still awake and dressed. Yeah, same. Followed his up.
Alright.
Heck was that?
So you head down the stairs to see what's happened. The staff of the inn is rushing outside, also wondering what the heck happened. So you head out and see a bunch of scared-looking citizens in the middle of the East Market, chattering amongst themselves, whispering in shock and fear, and some guards like pushing them away from a spot towards the center of the market.
Run over.
Yeah, let's get closer.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Look for anyone running in the opposite direction.
Mm.
All right, perception check if you're looking for that, then, please. All right, 18. So, atop some of the rooftops in the East Market, like 3 or 4 stories up, you can see a hunched-over figure. They're very difficult to see in the darkness because they're wearing what looks to be armor painted mostly black. But you can also see like a little bit of a cape flapping in the wind, which gives away their position as they're looking down on the scene. They're not running from it, but they are well away from the rest of the crowd. In the crowd, what they're gathered around and what the guards are doing a poor job pushing away from, there is a small trail of blood that leads directly downward to a body. And this body appears to have had its hands removed, several, like, garish, ghastly-looking stab and slash wounds all across the chest, and the neck almost completely severed. It's covered in so much, like, blood that it's hard to tell what race this was originally.
Oh my gosh. What the heck happened here?
So I know this is stupid, but while everyone else is looking at this, I bolt off in the direction of the figure I saw.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
Everett.
Listen, you run towards the figure, heading down some of the alleyways of the East Market. They notice you taking off, and their gaze follows you from the rooftops before they break away and start creeping along the rooftops after you.
Oh boy.
All right. Meanwhile, the guards see you near the body, and they're like, "Get back! Get back!"
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
They push you backwards, like, "Everything is under control. Trust the guard. You'll all be safe if you go back and stay in your homes or other domiciles."
Ty kind of nods to Nyx, turns to look to Nizip. Nizip is fucking gone. Oh, fuck me.
Wait,
Yep.
what's going? Wait,
Alright.
where's Nizup?
What?
Shit.
Is
Time to fucking try find Nizip, I guess.
All right. So, Nizip, as you head down the alleyways, you realize that whatever was sneaking around is still sneaking, and let me just roll for their stealth real quick. Alright, that does not beat your perception, so you can still kind of get a general bead on where they are, even if they go out of sight. And as you go and look up, noting that besides vertical distance, there's not that much between you, you look up and you see there is a net flying at you from up above.
Try and not get caught by it.
Alright, so the net is technically an attack, so I'm going to roll for that.
Yep.
Alright, 13, so I believe that's a miss.
Yeah.
All right. So, you duck out of the way of the net, stepping back, and shortly after it, landing with a vroom, is the armored figure. They are very hard to see in the darkness, but you can kind of get a general glimpse as I go look for their description. Come on, load, damn you. Alright. They appear to be wearing a custom suit of armor with almost like a starfield pattern on their helmet, which is enclosed and completely covers their face. They've got a sash tied around to cover up their cape and a lot of like brass accents along the armor. But as they land, they boom hit like a superhero landing position, the 3-point landing. Immediately leap up and with their free hand point a fist at you, and a compartment in their gauntlet opens up and unfolds into a crossbow pointed at you, and you hear them say, "Start talking."
Frankly, I feel like I should be asking you that, considering you're the one creeping on what I can only assume was a crime scene.
And yet you're the one who ran away from it. Curious.
Not ran away from it, towards you.
Then you're a perceptive one. Admirable. But I don't carry a blade. You, on the other hand, I'd bet you're familiar with several. It's a better picture of you being the killer than me, wouldn't it?
True. Except for the fact that, and I gesture with my hands, I have no weapons on me. I left my room way too quickly to grab anything.
I'm just gonna roll for this. The figure looks to you up and down. They rolled very high on perception. So, physically, maybe. But I'm willing to bet that's not an issue, is it?
Depends on the kind of damage we're talking about.
Now that said, they lower the hand. They twist their arm again, the hand crossbow unfolds, goes back into their gauntlet. A blade of the kind that someone like you would be capable of making couldn't exactly make the kind of wounds that have been on this body and the others.
No, it couldn't.
How long have you been in town?
Barely even a day.
Then you're useless to me. And they stand back up. It's around this time that the rest of the party manages to track down Nizib.
Nessa! What are you doing?
Didn't we just discuss not going off alone?
Dead.
I take it your
But I
friends are
had
the
a
smart
lead.
ones?
I had a lead and I had to follow it. If I had given a moment to ask any one of them to come with, they would have just slowed me down and you would have gotten away.
Trust me. I would have gotten away regardless.
Guess it didn't pan out then.
Not my killer, and I'm not the one you're looking for.
How do we know that? You could be lying.
I could.
The unfortunate thing is I believe them. I'm going to guess from what you guys saw, it wasn't a simple crossbow bolt took that someone down.
No.
And
Much
this person didn't do
ambitious.
it.
Oh.
I'm many things, but I'm not a killer.
And what are you doing?
Probably the same thing you think you're doing. Cleaning up this town. Investigating why it's so bad.
That is why I followed you, yes.
We've heard talks of a serial killer.
The Khaglodar killer. They've been at this for
Yeah.
quite some time now. That is one of the neater bodies they've left behind.
Wait, why?
Just the hands are missing this time.
Just.
We found some of the other parts later.
Fuck.
They were
God.
covered in the waste of a humanoid, let's say.
Well,
Didn't digest well, apparently.
Oh, oh! What is happening here?
at least someone is doing something. Or some people are doing something. We, after all.
Good luck with that.
No,
I
I mean,
take it
you
you haven't
said
found
we.
any leads? Yeah.
Question remains, though. Is your investigation out of mere curiosity and opportunity? Or are you really interested in cleaning up this city?
I don't like the loss of life that doesn't deserve to be extinguished. Anyone who attacks non-combatants puts their target onto themselves that I intend to hit my mark.
Better be careful. You're starting to sound like a killer yourself.
Oh, trust me. I'm aware of that.
And the rest of you, what about you?
What about us?
Are you also trying to make the city a better place, trying to clean it up, something along those lines?
If there's a way to do it, by all means. From what I've seen, the city is disgusting.
It'd be a benefit to all. And the fact that things aren't being done about it, that it takes someone, which, no offense meant, but someone unofficial to be doing anything effective at all, is frankly a travesty and an embarrassment. So, yeah, the city is worth cleaning.
Yeah, especially if there's a serial killer going around.
Fair
Zidane just
enough.
shrugs.
Well then. I know my limitations. I'm not going to stop every pickpocket and every scam artist in this city. But the way I've investigated, there are 3 main problems going on with it. The Khaglodar killer, the potion poisoner, and the Hammerblood Guild.
The Hammerblood Guild?
Oh,
I don't think we've heard of that one.
wait, they actually run a foundry down at Foundry Row. At least that's what we were told.
On the surface, yes. But I don't think it's a coincidence that so many of the muggers and would-be assailants that I've caught happen to work in petty positions at that same foundry. Nothing concrete, nothing that would make them talk. And believe me, I'm very good at making people talk. So I don't know how far up it goes. But the fact remains, they are an organized group of criminals alongside their usual day-to-day activities. And they have someone in the city calling the shots.
Lovely.
Do you know who it is?
If I did, I would have busted down their door. As you say, I'm not exactly official. I'm not really bound by the statutes of the city guards here. The only thing between me and bringing these 3 threats to justice is not knowing their locations and their identities.
Sounds about right.
Do you trust the city officials to mete out proper justice?
Absolutely not.
Well,
Not in a town like this.
I don't either. They've had all this happen so far.
Well, I mean, if we find something, I'm sure you'll find us.
I'm very good at that. On the off chance that you don't, during the night, ask for locusts. Don't ask for me during the daytime. I'm busy.
All right.
Understandable.
Okay.
Snuts.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Looks familiar.
Oh, hello.
Some sick fucking art.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And as long as you're here in the city, I'll be seeing you. They point up a hand towards the building, another hand crossbow unfolds, fires, and a rope launches out, embeds itself into the roof, and just yanks Locust upward.
Nizip.
What?
Can you please stop getting us roped into these things?
Be honest. Were you really going to be comfortable leaving this town with a serial killer still on the loose?
Oh. I mean, now that we're faced with it, no, but this is just...
Just, like, I don't know. Hit someone with the brain link first next time, yeah?
Should have. Was going to, but was worried I was going to lose them and thought that it might have actually been the killer.
Yeah, oh, worried we were gonna slow you down, as you said.
Well, considering I can get faster than pretty much all of you, yes.
Great, thanks.
Facts aren't necessarily insults.
It's not
No,
meant to be insulting.
No, I get your reasoning, but... You still... I don't want to call you stupid, but that was a bit stupid.
Oh, very.
And you're just gonna be
Trust
smug
me.
about it?
I'm not smug about it. I'm well aware what I did was stupid, and as Tyg said, I should have put up a mind link. I'm usually better at that.
You know what, I would love to continue this argument, but there is a corpse with no hands down the road!
Correct.
And I really want to go to bed!
Yeah.
Let's go back inside.
Thank you.
We should go.
Alright. You head...
Swift, stop poking the dead body!
I want to see if it has any crack in it!
No!
You never know! People use dead bodies as crack mules all the time!
They do?
Do they?
Hell yeah!
You know, I'm not so keen
Clearly,
on the autumn
yeah.
pod anymore.
Oh, this isn't the autumn court. This is just a thing people do.
Yeah, that's just a criminal thing, Nix.
Don't even... Don't talk to me.
Alright. You head back to your rooms and rest, or continue working, I guess, until daylight.
Lovely.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah, Nyx will very quickly realize there is another leaf on the staff. Ooh, oh boy, this can mean one of many things.
Alright. So, there is a dark and rumbling storm cloud over Khaglodar today.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake! It just gets worse!
weather.
The weather is shitty today.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
this is symbolism of our impeding doom.
Yep. And it's a bit later in the morning after most people have gotten up and gotten dressed, gotten breakfast, that Elgrin comes down, looking pretty haggard, like she didn't sleep at all last night.
I'm doing okay there.
Oh, yes. I was busy in my happy place.
Understandable.
Did some sketching. She flips around her sketchbook. There is a sketch of the Ganassi from before with a bunch of arrows in the party next to it. And a bunch of writing saying, "Assassin's bad! Assassin's bad!"
It's beautiful.
I had some trouble deciding what to call this one, so I put a few variations down.
You know, Assassin's Bad isn't a bad name.
Quite
No,
apt.
it's very,
Will it
it's very
sell,
healthy
though?
to externalize your feelings.
Rotten killers?
Squints. Maybe if I had
Sure.
another one then.
Why don't we put the pictures away for now?
No one tells me to put the pictures away, says Elgrin in the most threatening voice you've heard so far.
Okay, you keep working on it. It looks great.
All right. Khaglodar continues operating despite the storm. As you head out, the East Market is back in the middle of its hustle and bustle.
I think my character sheet finally caught up with me and I'm a little over encumbered.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Yeah, it's been saying I've only weighed 33 pounds for a while now, and now it just decided that I weigh 106 pounds, so...
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's quite different then.
Oh, I just got kicked out of the game.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's been doing that to me too.
Oh dear.
It's behaving badly today.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Goodness.
Yes, I am a human Cloudflare. Thank you very much.
Like, are you sure though?
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Anyway, Trill wants to check on Gus to see if he's doing all right.
You head over to Soulgrove to check on Gus. Gus seems to be doing fine. He's getting fed and brushed, has a place to sleep.
Oh, good. Good.
Or, in the words of old Gus hates it here.
It's okay, old Gus. Me too.
Old Gus hates the weather. It's awful. Tell him to stop.
I'll do my best. Hold on, I'm actually like seeing if I can do something about that. I don't think I can.
I don't think you can.
No. Not yet. Well, no.
Can I by chance go with and unload some stuff onto the cart for while we're here?
Sure.
Just hope this works properly. It does not.
Just tell me what you want to unload.
I was gonna move the miner's pick, the rope and shovel, and the bedroll because I don't need to keep those with me while we're in town.
All right.
Could I also put my minus pick on there?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Oh, and I guess the longsword that I've got on me. Though I
Right.
should probably sell that in all honesty.
God, I love this track. It's pretty jamming.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a pretty neat track. Alright. Trying to move over the bedroll, and that, for whatever reason... There we go. That's behaving better. So, bedroll, miner's pick, rope, shovel. I regret to inform you that now Gus is encumbered with all this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. We should probably sell the crab shells at some point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
shit, I have no idea what I just did.
Well,
I
if
think
he's
I just-
incumbent, if he's incumbent, I'll keep my manners pick then.
Well,
I think I just like tripled our amount of torches we had on Gus.
Oh no!
More
I-
torch.
I've tried to scroll through things, and if you hover over a quantity and scroll, it increases or decreases it. So it's just a case of
Gotcha.
I have no idea how many torches there were before. I just know that I scrolled over the torches.
Well, should we see if we can sell the crab shells, like, here?
We probably
Yeah, might
should.
as well.
Yeah.
If you can, yeah.
Did you get... Do I still have the rope and shovel on me at the moment?
Not anymore.
Okay. Ah, shit, I'm still a little over encumbered.
Woof.
Alas.
Go sell a longsword, I guess.
I don't even have that much on me at this point.
Are you just that stringy?
I mean, before getting encumbered, I can carry, I believe it's 60 pounds, but that adds up right quick.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess can I move the grappling hook over to Gus as well for now?
Yeah, sure.
So that should put me underneath.
Just need to add one thing real quick. Alright. Come on, show up. It didn't show up.
Oh.
Oh, I guess
Rude.
the water skins are taking up a big amount of my weight at the moment.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fucking 5 pounds each. Sheesh.
Yep.
This is...
Why does this say it weighs 135 pounds? That is
Wait, what?
dumb.
What weighs that much?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Don't even worry about it. How the hell do I change? There we go. No, it doesn't weigh 75 either. There we go.
Fucking
Okay.
incredible.
There we go. Alright, so, water skin and grappling hook, yes?
Just the grappling hook.
Okay.
For the time being, that should put me under the weight limit. Once we start getting back onto the road, we can sell stuff and redistribute the weight.
Okay. Come on, load, damn you. It's not doing that.
Because unfortunately, I am a rogue. The fact that I have a 12 strength is already a boon.
It's weird, I thought I set the encumbrance to be a little higher than that, the encumbrance limit.
God, we need to hit the gym after this.
Right.
Alright, I will add the grappling hook once this loads back in. In the meantime, is there anything you want to look for here?
What to look for? Well, you guys wanted to go back to the general store, didn't you?
We saw that they didn't have what we were looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's the bridge issue that we don't have to do now.
I mean, while we're doing inventory stuff, did we want to see if we could sell the crab shells?
We probably should.
Yes. Where is the best place to sell them?
Good question.
I mean, honestly, Lashrikant, I think I'm pronouncing that right, might be the best thing person to sell them to.
You are pronouncing it right, yes.
Just purely because they specialize in buying monster parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Why not?
All right. You touch the merchant ring, calling up Lashrikant, and as you do, his image appears up, and it's like, "Ah, hello, my friends. You wouldn't happen to have the Lizard King's thing that I requested, would you?"
Not yet, no.
Ah, well, I look forward to it when you do. What can I help you with?
We had some monster parts we wanted to see if you had an interest in.
Ooh, always. Let me see.
We've got these two pristine razorback crab shell.
Definitely usable. Let me see. Send those over to me. I will give you 16 monster points for both of them.
Sounds good to me. Does it sound good to you guys?
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
All right. A pleasure. You take the crab shells off of old Gus's cart, put them up to the merchant ring. Vroom, they disappear. At which point, Lashrikant says, "They will be by me in a few hours, and when they're here, I'll send over the points, and, they'll get to you in a few hours after that."
Appreciate it.
All right. Now, was there anything else? As per usual, I have harvesting kits for sale.
I don't think we needed anything else at this exact moment in time.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Right then. Thank you for your patronage. I'll make good use of those shells. And Lashrikant disappears on the merchant ring.
All right then.
So Zidane says monster points, and Nyx is like, "Oh, you don't remember? We met him at the Great Dam." Well, listen, you put it in speech marks. I can't tell.
Does nobody use /OOC anymore?
Shame.
Shame!
You silly.
Right.
Well, that has that taken care of.
All right. Well,
Want to go break into a closed potion shop? Take a sniff around.
Tyke.
Man.
We just had a talk on discretion.
I'm literally not using Tig's voice. Literally not using Tig's voice.
Just had a talk on discretion.
Literally not using Tig's voice.
We still had a talk on discretion.
And we gotta do something,
If
right?
you would like to break in, I, as a player, would absolutely approve of this.
Hey, who knows? Door might be open.
Have you tried
just
to
walk
open
right
the
in.
door?
Yeah, I mean,
Let us observe the potion shop like
Yeah.
normal civilians.
Observe the potion shop. Let's go.
Wow, what a really cool potion shop. It's such a shame it's closed down. But it looks so nice.
like we can always like dig through their trash or something to like, you know, just do other investigaty things.
All right. You head over towards Gentle Quarry Potions. The door is, in fact, locked.
Is there any guards or anything around?
There are a couple of guards generally patrolling the East Market. None specifically put in front of the potion shop.
Is there like an alley, or is it like right up against the wall? Like, is there like a back entrance, something like that?
Looks like there's an alleyway that you could go up to.
Might as well head there. Maybe there's a window or a second door. It's a little more out of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is anyone watching us go into this alley?
Make a perception check, please.
Oh my god, window, get out of my way.
All right.
Woo.
You notice that among people in the marketplace, there are eyes that are turned your way. Like, they're doing their best to hide it. They're doing their best to pretend they're in conversation with some of the people selling stuff in the market square. But they're not looking at the people they're talking to. They're looking towards your group as you move along. Doesn't look like a guard. They look like a civilian, but they are staring directly at you. No doubt about it, they're staring at you.
Alright. Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this without any eyes, so I guess just cover our tracks the best we can.
That should be easy enough.
Sure. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh! Never mind.
Yeah, you just T-pose and go right along.
Everyone looking is like,
Adios.
I didn't see a thing.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. Buenos dias, fuckboy, you say, as you just immediately get out of the way.
I mean, I guess I could also... I do have... something that...
40 stealth.
40 40 stealth! You're not even sure you can see yourself at this point.
It's like, put your hand in front of you, it's like, oh, well, yeah, I can't see me.
Has anybody ever truly seen me?
Am I real?
How can mirrors reveal if our eyes aren't real? Alright. Yeah, you are definitely slipping away into that alley, unseen. So there is a back door, and it's next to some garbage bins. Back door's also locked.
Okay.
Neat.
Neat.
Not with that attitude.
Alright, so 16. While the lock is pretty high end for its class, it's still not like top of the line, and it's nothing you haven't seen before. So you manage to click, pick it open, and push, and actually it's a pull door. You pull the door open to see inside the shop. It is, it's pretty dusty in there. A lot of tarps thrown around over various shelves and cabinets of potions. It doesn't look like people have been in here for a bit.
Hey then, so the potion banning is not a recent thing.
I
It has
didn't
been a
say
hot
I was.
second.
I didn't say I was here super recently," said Eloquin. "I just said it was new to me."
Oh yeah, no, you're fine, you're fine. I'm gonna look around to see if anything has been disturbed more recently than others.
All right, investigation check for me, please.
I really gotta get proficiency in that.
It would help.
Oh.
Woof.
You don't detect any sign of recent activity or tampering in here.
I turn around to all the NPCs and I'm like, just so we're all on the same level here, what are all your opinions on breaking and entering?
Dalgoose is like, "What is breaking and entering, if not using the objects of the corpse of a building?"
Let's fucking go.
Helena says, "I don't care," and takes a swig. Then Carolina's like, "I like looking for treasure. Breaking and entering is kind of part and parcel with that." Yeah. Speaking of which, I almost got these maps deciphered. She goes back to, like, hurriedly making some notes and sketching out some maps, which she's been doing for the past couple days.
Nice.
And Elquin's like, you say something?"
No, I think we're on a good level here.
Actually, before Ty goes inside, they're just gonna pick through some of the bins, see if anything of interest has been, like, thrown away hurriedly or anything like that.
Sure.
Just try to
Trash
dispose of
time.
anything.
Sure. Perception check for me, please.
Receive. 11.
11. So, a lot of the layers of the trash do have dust on them, so it doesn't look like it's been used for a while. However, with enough digging, you do manage to find places where the dust has been, like, disturbed and pushed into a bigger pile than would naturally happen. And looking there, you notice that hurriedly shoved under some of the stuff in the bin, there look to be, like, alchemical reagents, various ingredients and whatnot that could be used to brew potions. No potions themselves, just, like, the bits and pieces that would make them. Like,
Interesting.
alembic, some dust, eye of newt, that sort of thing.
Yeah, Tig will kind of carefully reach out, and then, like, a ghost of their claw reaches out as they cast Mage Hand to kind of scoop some stuff up and take a closer look at it, just in case it's, like, contaminated or something. Tuck it away.
All right.
Evidence.
Evidence.
Love that.
Yeah.
What?
I guess
What? It's just the tension pool. What could possibly be making you tense about that?
I guess heading inside, does it look like there are any, like, ledgers or anything like that that could have been left behind, or any other sort of paperwork, like inventory, I guess that sort of thing, I suppose?
Sure. Investigation to look for ledger.
I'd love to.
Oh,
It's
No,
26.
let's go.
Oh yeah, nat 20 would probably do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's It's not all that well hidden, actually. It's just in a cabinet by what was the checkout desk. Is a ledger.
Okay.
It looks to have been checked multiple times by like auditors because there are notes off to the side, mostly like check marks saying yes, can confirm this was sold, this was sold, this was sold, and it basically is a list of who purchased what, like a lot of potions of healing, balsam ointment, couple of potions of growth, redacted people who bought the potions of growth. Check marks are still by that. Yeah, antitoxin, anti-venom, stuff like that. A lot of like common potions that were sold in here up until about a month and a half ago, when it's in the middle of a sale, and then there's a note that says, sale stopped mid-transaction, closed, with another note, checked potion, clean. And there is a name attached to this ledger, which I will copy-paste because, of course, it's one of those names that's going to be hard to spell.
Of course.
Ingdeth Thunderbleed.
Oh, what a name.
Wow.
And does that appear to be the name of the proprietor or the auditor?
That appears to be the name of the proprietor.
Awesome. Cool. Well, it looks like whatever they were selling here was clean. So there's that. Tons of stuff in the bin. Just some, alchemical stuff, but not really sure if that is clean or not.
Yeah, nothing seems to have been tampered with recently at the bare minimum.
Okay. Do you think there's anything else worth looking for in here?
It's always possible, but thus far I'm not seeing anything.
Alright. In that case, let's back out carefully, and Tig will prestidigitate dust back into place over our footprints and fingerprints and shit.
Nice.
Since I can clean or soil, so yeah.
Yeah, dust is definitely soiling. Let's go. All right. You cover your tracks. Actually, you double cover your tracks. You're under path without trace.
Yeah.
You don't even leave footprints. Yeah.
Well, in that case.
Yeah. You cover up your tracks, head out, and lock the door behind you as you leave. Was there anything valuable? Asks Dowgoose.
Alas, no. Got a name, though. I know.
Oh.
The person who owns this place. Ingdeth Thunderbleed. Which, what a name.
Wow.
What a great name.
Yeah.
That is a name.
Yeah, as someone named Ghost Skinner, what a name.
Oh.
You think they're still in town?
I mean, maybe. If they had enough to set up a shop here, it's likely they were a resident. It's kind of hard to, move residences, It's worth asking
Quite
around.
likely.
Yeah.
It is, but if they were, the owner of the shop and potions were banned, I don't know if they might have gotten some extra scrutiny for that.
True.
Oh, that's quite possible, but whether they chose to leave or not is another leap.
Moving residency, especially out in the desert, is going to be hard, especially if you have no source of income.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Elgwin, you're good at sniffing around for people, right?
Oh, yes, I know a lot of people.
Do you think you could maybe get at least an idea or direction for someone called Ingdeth Thunderbleed? Used to be the owner here?
Yes, probably. She,
I can bardic her, if that
you
if
can
that
bardic
works.
her, and also she has an ability called I Know Someone.
Exactly.
Yep. Where it's not popping out with the description, but when trying to find out info on a person, object, or location, Elgwin can make a percentile roll to see if they know someone with the info.
Nice.
So it's percentile and not d20, but Bardic still applies. Alright. Oh, yes, of course. When I used to, actually go outside and I needed some rare pigments, I would go by Gentle Quarry and shop. Myth was a kind lady. We had tea at her house once. I actually know where that is. Hopefully she's still there.
Oh, where is it?
It's in the old city.
Perfect. Lead the way if you don't mind.
Alright. Elgwin leads you through the East Market towards the old city. And the buildings here, especially compared to everywhere else, look absolutely trash. There are signs of, rust and decay all over. There's, trash and debris left over the streets. There's peeling paint on the walls. There's, bits of rotting wood where gardens used to be planted. This place is definitely the slums of the city. This doesn't seem to bother Elgwin at all, as she just heads through, points to a set of tenement buildings, and then a house next to that. She should be in there.
I'm keeping
All
a watch in my
right.
pocket the whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
Great. Who wants to knock on the door?
I suppose. I will go and rap on the door.
Alright. Who is it?
Just wanted to perhaps ask some questions, if that's alright.
Questions about what?
The Gentle Quarry?
The door opens with a click, opens a little bit. You can see that the latch chain is still attached, and the eye of an older dwarven woman peers through. Gentle Quarry is closed, and apparently I'm not allowed to do business anymore, even out of my own home, not just the storefront that's a problem.
That's exactly what we want to talk to you about. This is in no official capacity, of course. We're just trying to figure out more.
Completely anonymous and safe?
Yes.
Completely.
Make a persuasion roll, please.
Can I give advantage for them?
You are trained, yes?
Yep.
You absolutely can.
I will roll again.
Hell yeah!
Have
Dice
a-
love you
Thank you,
today.
Fucking
This is
A.
behind you, please!
Please.
Please.
Alright. Door closes, you hear the latch unopen. Unopen is not a word. The latch unlatches, and the door opens. Come on in. Take your shoes off, don't track dirt in here. There's already enough outside as is.
Of course.
Alright.
Prestidigitates the bottom of the feet, make them cleaner.
Alright.
Kind of tap my feet so dust falls off.
And as you all step in, it is about break time, so before you get to asking questions, we're going to take a quick break so we can hydrate or dihydrate, and we will be back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere, or else. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Welcome back to Legend of the Wildlands. When last we left off, we were interrogating an old lady who used to sell potions, but now doesn't have a job.
Woo!
But interrogating yet. We're having a friendly conversation. We just want to know more.
Having a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. She has not offered you tea.
Oh. The last time we got offered tea, our friend died, so, you know.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
Right, what do you want to know?
Yes, we're trying to find a bit more information on the potion ban, and couldn't help but notice that yours was, I think, the only brick and mortar store that we have seen so far. It seems like, well, at least from what we heard, you were closed down like in the middle of business. Was it common for things to be like for potions to be audited right away?
No, that almost never happens. The way I heard it, they had to scramble together a quality assurance pretty quickly because of how unheard of that poisoning potions is.
Mm-hmm. Were you aware of any other like potion sellers or I guess other merchants who had inadvertently sold poisoned potions? Like,
I try not to keep my eye on competition. I'm the only real brick and mortar store in the East Market that deals in that sort of thing, alchemy and the like. Plenty of traveling merchants, but none that have stayed around long enough to be consistently selling their valley concoctions. Other than that, hobbyists, temporary stalls and shops. Don't keep track of those, unfortunately. But someone's been selling it often enough and with enough of an effect that, well, eyes turned to me, being the only major seller in the East Market.
Oh. Could I ask, were the potions like just causing harm, or were they like, you know, killing people?
Oh, very, very nasty reactions. Sickness that left people bedridden for, well, I don't want to give a time frame. Some of them are still sick to this day. The lucky ones, they recovered within a couple of weeks. That and growths in places there shouldn't be. Lots of sweating, profuse expelling of waste product. Even after full recovery, leaves a lingering cough for quite some time.
Oh.
interesting. So, it was never. Okay. Did you ever, your, like, suppliers, when it came to reagents and such as that, had you ever gotten bad ingredients from them or anything like that?
Oh, goodness, no. I always make
Okay.
sure to use a distillery and test myself before I put anything up for public sale. Only the proper thing to do.
Yeah, of course. This may seem a bit off the wall, but you mentioned that they really came coming gunning for you, really. Do you think that did you ever get the impression that anyone was had reason to target you specifically, I suppose?
Oh, I don't think me specifically. I think it was just a case of too many coincidences lining up. Last I heard from the investigators willing to talk to me after the audit, they were reasonably sure that the origin of the potions was in the East Market somewhere. And, well, you know, given that's where I work, I was prime suspect number one. Of course, that wouldn't make sense. I don't really have a profit reason to poison any of my stuff.
Right. Do you happen to have the names of any of the investigators?
Yes, the head of the Royal Guard, an orc fella. His name is Druxel Giant Gouger. Let me write that down for you.
Thank you. You're so kind. Nice. God, orcs just have bitchin' names. Okay, Druxel Giant Gouger. Alright. Tig will look towards the rest of you. Like, do you guys have any questions or ideas of what to ask about?
I'm going through my notes because I just want to check in terms of the symptoms, so just don't mind me for a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
growths, sweating, a lot of expulsion of fluid.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have Sister Scarlet with us, do we? Or do we? I can't remember.
No.
No,
she
uh,
is.
Yeah.
She is at the exact opposite end of the continent.
Yeah.
Doing some important work there as well.
Don't look at me, I'm a shaman. I'm not a doctor.
I don't know. Would I know anything about that? I mean, I don't dabble too much in like alchemic potions, but like I do like make potions sometimes.
Sure, make a
with
medicine
herbs.
check. All right. 12. So given the symptoms and what you know of alchemical reagents, it doesn't seem like it's a severe poison, because the symptoms don't include like damage or death, just intense sick periods. It sounds like this could be due to like intentional improper mixing.
Okay.
Yeah. You would guess intentional because most people, if they found out, oh, a potion I sold somebody was improperly mixed, would try to not do that again. But if this has been going
You would
on
think.
for months, then obviously that's not the case.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what I was thinking.
So, seeing some questions in the Discord, Nisif asking, did you ever see any wandering non-official merchants in the East Market? Like the kobold that was selling the junk? This is Khaglodar. People like that are everywhere. And then, technically Zidane, but Zidane would not have the vocabulary for this, asking, any idea of what sort of ingredient or reaction would cause the sickness? Without getting my hands on one of the potions myself, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Would something what would Eye of Newt usually be used for in a potion?
Eye of Newt usually for observational or divination-based potions. Like, let's say you wanted knowledge of if your wife was cheating on you. Believe me, I've had plenty of people come in and ask that. A bit of Eye of Newt would get them something of an answer.
Oh? Like a true serum?
No, not necessarily. Truth serum someone else would ingest and be forced to tell you the truth. That's a dangerous serum to make, though. Improper quicksilver usage, and, that's poison right there.
Hmm.
Saying that out loud, that might be one of the things that caused the poisoning.
Quicksilver. Okay.
If one were to have found perhaps discarded equipment that had traces of potion, would you be able to, I don't know, take a look or discern anything from that?
No guarantees, but it is possible.
Okay. Yeah, Tig will sort of fish around in to where they had put like the alembic and stuff like that and take it out.
Mhm. All right, you pull
Found
out
some
the
suspicious equipment.
less dusty
Yeah.
equipment. Oh well, there's an obvious problem right there. She points out a distillation kit. This
Mhm.
has obviously not been cleaned since it was first used. You want that pristine because you don't want any, extra ingredients getting mixed into your potion.
Are you saying that just because of the dust, or like before?
Oh, if it was just dust, that would be understandable. Toss away
Okay.
anything here, it's going to catch some dust. We live in a desert, and it's full of smog.
Hmm.
Yeah. But, you see inside liquid stains of some kind. In fact, liquid stains of multiple different kinds. Too many overlapping to properly tell you what's what, but it's been used for mixing multiple potions of multiple different types, and the traces have not been properly wiped off.
Seems like improper mixing to me.
Indeed. Imagine if someone
Yeah.
got belladonna leaves in the middle of a potion of healing.
Nobody had died from this, had they?
Not yet.
Since the sale was prohibited, like, have there been a lot more cases? Have the cases decreased, increased?
Sadly, they've been increasing. Without access to my shop, which I can guarantee you is safe, then people in
Right.
need of potions find them elsewhere.
Oh. So this does seem very underground.
Thus, the problem perpetuates itself.
Aye. For every market, there is a submarket. And in this case, the submarket is the underground trade of, let's call them discounted potions, or second-hand potions. We could call them what they really are, unsafe potions, but you call it that, it won't get you an audience.
Okay.
Well, sounds like we have an idea of where to look next then.
Yes. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. I hope you catch whoever did this. For one, I'd really like to get back in business again, and for two, I'm sick of seeing so many sick people that I can't help.
Yeah,
Well,
I can imagine.
we'll endeavor to do our best.
Aye.
If anything else comes to mind, we are staying at the Lucky Bell Tower.
Aye. Make sure you pay and tip them well. They aren't that cranky these days, but the last time I stayed there, it wasn't great.
Good to keep in mind. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright. And you head back out into the slums.
Put my shoes back on.
Putting your shoes back on.
You shoe folk.
What's wrong with shoe? Oh.
There's nothing wrong with shoes. We just don't,
We're just stronger than that.
Built different.
Built better.
Yeah. Imagine you come to a cobbler and you find shoes that are shaped like talons. You're like, this changes everything.
No, see, they want to impress us. They gotta have shoes that fit Megan.
True.
True.
Aw.
That's just like a block at that point.
Hey, cobblers, you want a good challenge?
Cracks knuckles.
Can we get some cleats? God. Tig looks at Nizip. Are we having the same thought?
I'm assuming, see if we can't find some of these potions ourselves.
That, but also the dwarf we met earlier with that crazy cough.
Yeah, the
Ah,
one in the
yes.
foundry.
Yeah. He said he was recovering from an illness. So
Yeah, and if lingering cough is one of those symptoms, he definitely is quite likely a victim of it.
yeah, it was a nasty one. Let's maybe talk to him. Assuming, of course, it's a decent time to talk to him.
Yeah, he's open.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
All right. You head back to the tailor shop in the Seoul district, knocking on the door. Come in.
Enter.
You head back inside.
Hello again.
Hello. I notice you have more people with you.
Hey!
Yeah.
Did you wish to show them some of my wares?
Potentially, but actually, we wanted to see if you had the time to answer a few questions, if you don't mind.
Well, business is rather slow at the minute, so assuming no other customers come in, I can stay and chat here a bit.
Naturally. Pardon for being so forward, but you wouldn't happen to be a victim of the potion issue, do you?
I did acquire a potion of growth several weeks back, and it didn't go down well at all afterwards.
Do you recall at all where and from whom you acquired it?
Let me think, he says, tapping his finger to his chin.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It must have been over by, yes, by Mad Malt's Brewing over in the old city.
Okay. Had you gotten stuff from there before?
Well, of course, they're normally a tap house, so of course I got stuff from there. I'm a dwarf.
Well, I mean, potion-wise.
Potion-wise, no, they just started selling recently.
Gotcha. Do you guys have anything?
Do you remember who sold it to you?
No, I didn't quite catch the waitstaff's name who offered it up.
Oh, was it very underhand?
Yes, a secret menu, if you will.
Ooh, is there like a code word or something to get the menu?
I was selected. Must do they must do random draw, I suppose.
Okay.
Would you happen to
Interesting.
remember what they looked like?
Human? That would stand out a bit in Khaglodar.
That it would.
Okay. Interesting.
Is there anything we can do for you?
I would ask if you have an anti-cough potion, but that seems rather, not going to work, let's say. The words don't come to me often. A little bit of brain fog.
Oh,
I get you.
well,
Um,
actually. Would
Oh.
lesser restoration work?
Yes, technically he is under the poisoned
Ooh.
condition.
nice.
Here, let me see. Let me see if I can help. That cough sounds dreadful, and
Alright. With a touch, you channel healing energies through your body to the dwarf, and he takes in a sharp inhale, exhales. I haven't breathed this clearly in weeks. Almost forgot how it felt. Thank you so much, kind sir.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes, much better.
Well, thank you very, very much for your time. It's much appreciated.
You're welcome. Good luck finding your potion, poisoner. Over there, of course.
Naturally.
Of
Of course.
And you head out of the tailor shop.
Trill, that was amazing.
I just like to help, you know? I try.
You try. You did.
I,
Great.
thank you. Yeah. Just
Well, maybe if we find more afflicted people, we could try and help them as well. Not to
I
like
mean-
overload you. I know people
I
have
know,
a limit
I'll-
to their spells.
yeah, it does take a little bit out of me, but you know,
I getcha.
we'll do what we can.
Takes a lot out of me. I can only use them twice
Yeah.
a day.
Only twice a day.
Yeah. Well, the little ones I can kind of keep going, but the big ones tugs me out a bit.
Warlocks recover spell slots on a short rest.
Yes, but when is the last time we had a short rest?
You never asked.
Yeah.
We just keep going.
Okay, twice at a time in bouts.
Okay, alright, that makes more sense.
I can kind of understand. I can only get the breath out of me a couple times a day.
Hmm. Well, gotta get more of that oxygen.
Get that
Oh, yeah.
oxygen.
Mm-mm.
Get that oxygen.
that
Yep.
oxygen. Well, you can get more oxygen without all the smog around, but anyway.
To breathe or not to breathe.
All
There
right.
is no question.
See,
To breathe or not to breathe?
breathing.
I choose not to breathe.
All right, do we want to go to Mad Malt's Brewing now or look around a bit more?
Did you have anything you wanted to look around for in this area?
I mean, could I rumor check for more on the Khaglodar killer?
Sure. And that's investigation, as per usual.
Yes. Give me 1 second. 12?
12. So since you're looking for a specific one, that unfortunately will not hit the target number.
Nah. That's okay.
May
lied, I choose to
assist?
breathe.
I am proficient. May I provide assistance then?
Sure.
William.
Good. The exact same.
The exact same
Wow.
number!
Wow.
Oh, well.
Whoops.
I tried.
Well,
That's all right.
I mean, I'm going to suggest, do you want to spend an inspiration? We're at cap at the moment.
That is true. I'm also about to rise the tension ball. You know, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Alright.
Or should be at 9 again. Yay, there we go.
There you go. Okay. Alright. So there's some whispering in the Soul Garden. Khaglodar killer struck again the other night. Yeah, I heard. I bet everyone in the city heard. That makes a lot. How many? Oh, the guards are gonna give you one number, but we all know there's more. Oh, come on. How do you know that if you don't find the bodies? Well, he's gotta dump the bodies somewhere, right? And where do you think someone like that would dump bodies if he doesn't want them found? You're going to say the abattoir, aren't you? The abattoir, exactly! They get butchered into meat, they get chopped up, they get eaten by everyone in the city, no one would find them!
Boy. Swift, did you hear that?
People are smuggling things in dead bodies!
Oh, okay, that's fine. Just don't put any of it in your mouth.
We'd have to find them first.
True. I will keep that in mind. You keep it in mind too. Please.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
I know. I'm so nice to you.
You did stuff me in your pouch the other day.
They're about to pop the acid and then realize, oh wait, that's a, could be seen as a potion. Puts it back.
Yeah. They got a potion! Crab tackle! Get down, Mr. President!
I know what I'll do.
It's not illegal to consume, just to sell.
Yeah, I'll discreetly, like, pull out the cap and be like, hide in the bottle!
Whee! Swift dives into the bottle of acid. Poof.
And then hide at the top! Oh, whatever.
It's just...
It's a later
You guys
problem.
could do a very good slapstick routine, you know that? I think it comes naturally to you.
Oh, God. Okay, on the way to where we're going, I will cast Find Familiar.
There's no better place to hide than death!
That is such a good lesson to go by. The problem is we don't have a cleric on our team. We just have a
Oh,
Swift.
well.
I ain't healing shit.
And a paladin.
Yeah.
We have
And
a paladin.
Yep.
Damn.
Alright. So, I assume you're heading to Man Malt's in the Old City.
Yes. Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
We might as well follow the trail while it's hot.
Alright. You head back into the Old City slums and are quickly directed to Mad Malt's by the fact that you can hear raucous laughter coming from it. It is a tap house, and being that it is 11 in the morning, it is absolutely packed to the gills with several customers who are just chugging down drink, stacking up glasses and tankards very, very poorly. One of the piles topples over as you enter the door, and there's a raucous "yeah" cheer from everyone inside as they go starting to pick up more, passing around some gold pieces, evidently having bet on how tall will it get. A dwarven waiter walks up to you. Right, welcome to the brewing. It's standing room only right now, so get comfortable. Our options are ale.
Perfect.
Right, that is going to be, let's see, none of you are dwarves, so that's going to be 5 copper a glass for the cheap shot.
All right.
Great, sure.
Right, he calls back, "Get a full round of the cheap shit over here!" And the brewers behind the counter start pouring glasses of ale.
Nice.
Loud.
It's very
Too
loud in
much,
here.
Too much. Too much.
He just like kind of cuddles, like sort of bundles up behind Nyx and Trill.
Oh.
Yeah, Trill kind of just puts his arm around them and is just like, I get it.
It's alright, buddy.
Alright. Takes a couple minutes, but eventually, a full flight of tankards of ale gets passed to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any humans in here?
No, not a one.
Okay.
Not a one.
Huh.
Hey, worth an ask.
You do, however, hear some more yelling, and one in particular over the crowd. And then, just as I was getting to the treasure, I saw 19 sandworms burst out of the ground. Of course, I was prepared for such a thing, so I ripped off me shirt so it didn't get in the way, and I fought them all! Did you die? Sadly, yes, but I lived!
Fucking legend over here.
Oh my goodness. Don't know how that's possible, but hell yeah.
Well, then what was your treasure if the worms were guarding it? The treasure was a map. Treasure. Carolina looks up like, what?
Oh, but that could
Interesting.
be anywhere.
The other dwarves just start laughing uproariously.
Just curious, how dangerous are sandworms, I guess?
Roll a nature check.
Sure, I'd love to. Be a 15.
15. Sandworms are huge. They are very big, full of very many teeth, and definitely a single dwarf could not take on 19 of them.
But that single dwarf.
Well,
But that guy.
well, maybe with the shirt off so that it wouldn't get in his way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true. Listen, they just hit the pecs and slide right off.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Double check a few things.
Oh boy. I love me a good tap house. Swift, are there tap houses in the Feywild?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they, most of them sell mead, though. There's a lot of honey in the Feywild.
Really?
Sure.
Ooh, that sounds tasty.
Like, it keeps popping up, we don't know what to do with it, we keep drinking it, and then there's just more honey.
Just honey?
Just honey. Sometimes it's not even like mead that's mixed in with it. Sometimes it's just a glass of honey.
You know, you could always spice the honey.
With what? More honey?
No, with crack, obviously.
Honey doesn't mix with crack. Everyone knows that. God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. Mix it with something. Pour a bit of acid in there.
That would destroy the honey!
Yeah, but you'd enjoy that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would also enjoy just acid and then some honey later. Not destroying one or the other. What hypothetical is this?
Girl's just like
Swift
overhearing us like,
fucking-
that's a crime to just destroy honey like that. Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't know
Drug
these controls.
sommelier.
But that sounds delicious.
Like
Maybe a
muttering,
bit
I'd
of a-
rather have meat right now anyway.
Maybe a bit of an offbeat question, but the majority of the dwarves that we've like seen and interacted with, even when they're talking with each other, they seem to mostly be talking in common, right?
Generally, like, there's been some dwarven tossed here and there, but those of you who can speak it do translate it. A lot of them you have heard speaking common, because it's such a big trade city that they know at least a little bit.
Okay. So, fellas, I have an idea.
Oh no.
Oh,
Listening.
Go on.
yeah?
I have both comprehend languages and disguise self.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I like where this is going.
okay.
I guess I'm gonna do that
Okay.
and mingle as a dwarf, I suppose. So, Tyga's gonna kind of like kick back the rest of the ale, do a little shiver, pass the tankard off to like anyone who's willing to take it, and just, all right, I'll be back. Give me about like 10 minutes, okay?
Sure.
I'll
You
still
got
keep
it.
some. I'll still keep some of my feathers. So, Tig will.
And guess what? Before you go, bam.
Smart.
Psychic
Let's
whispers.
go.
Now it's not damage, but we got 4 hours.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It
I
thinks
said
it's
it-
damage, but it's not.
I set it to no damage because that's the only way I could get it to roll when you use the ability.
Aw,
Yeah. So the damage type is no damage.
cool.
How does this work? It confuses the computer. That's how.
And
Works
I
well
guess we'll say Tig, Nyx, and Trill.
Cool. Tig will squeeze
Pours it in.
their way out and kind of like get out of the tap house. Look left. Look right. Kind of try to find a like quiet place where they won't be disturbed, so that they can ritually cast comprehend languages.
All right.
Shebang. And then they will duck behind, like, I don't know, like, duck into an alley, kind of go do, like, the whole, like, behind a dumpster, like, make sure nobody has eyes on them. And they will cast Disguise Self.
Woo!
And they disguise themselves as a fairly average-looking dwarf. Nice beard, has some like blue-purple feathers braided into it, and they walk out the other end of the alley, do a lap, and go back into the tap house.
Nice. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You head back in. Once again, the pile of tankards falls over. There's another raucous shout, and more coin being passed around.
Tag will sort of like squeeze around, squeeze through, and just what can I do to get a pint of ale around here?
Well, you normally get the wait staff to do that. I'm the wait staff, says one of the wait staff. Then get this man a pint of fucking ale! Alright.
Yeah.
It's on me, the big winner, he says, just throwing a bunch of copper pieces into the air. They land on some doors.
Fuck
Watch where you're throwing that! Alright.
I
Soon enough,
snatched one of the copper pieces out of the air.
you get one copper piece. The other waitstaff hurriedly scoop up the rest to get some tip money and bring over a pint of ale.
Fuck yeah. Tag will grab it and kind of move his way over to the big fucking winner. Well, thanks, mate. What's your fucking win?
Well, I was the one who bet that there'd be only 7 glasses before it popped down, and everyone else was like, oh no, it's gonna be over. Guess who matched it exactly? Me! The guy who got the lucky 7!
Nice. It's always the 7.
Always
And,
the 7, lads! Speaking of, that's my number again, I'm calling it, no one else can take it!
Yeah, Tag will sort of like, punch him in the shoulder, like, good on ya, and we'll do some rumor listening while we are a dwarf, because we might hear something different or be able to get closer to people.
Sure, yeah,
Than we
go
would
ahead and roll
normally.
with advantage in that case.
Ha, I would love to. All right, 24.
24! You get some pretty decent rumors now that they're speaking in Dwarven and not afraid of people hearing them.
All right.
So, just rolling. The guy who wrestled 19 sandworms is continuing his tale. It's like, no, I'm serious! This is a map to an ancient temple. A temple to which of the 8? None of them! The dwarves laugh again. No. You know, there used to be more than the 8 gods of Sideria, you know. As many as 20, so I hear. But gone, most of them. And this map goes to the temple of the god of greed, out in the desert. All I need is some funding, and I can just go there and get even more money, so I'm even more loaded, and he gets overshadowed by another rumor you overhear.
Okay.
Which is rolling again. That rolled the same thing! What the hell? No, I refuse to accept this. That's the Sandwalker rumor. You got that one.
No new rumors.
That is the Queen Harfellis rumor. You got that one.
The dice is literally going, no more rumors for you.
It's a D20 table, you'd think. That is the Sandwalker rumor again. All right, I'm rolling not on the table.
Before with how this is rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make
I guess there's nothing else
Yeah.
to talk about today.
Yeah. You hear, what exactly is that loudmouth talking about? You watch your tone, that's not just any loudmouth. Oh yeah, he wrestled 19 sandworms. That man knows what he's talking about when it comes to maps. Old Sheeran Mericro, that is the person to talk to when it comes to prospecting and digging up ancient shit. True, if you could stand him, but knows what he's saying. So you're going to fund him then? No, but... And then the dwarves immediately start piling up more empty tankards to bet on them.
Hell yeah.
Conveniently, the 2 rumors that are new happen to be specifically about the guy that's right there.
Well, fuck it. Yeah. Tag will kind of move over and just, So what kind of funding are you looking for then?
Well, obviously there's going to be supplies so that we can get, a carriage in order to take all my supplies so that I can write in style. Enough to hire protection and workers to dig it up. And, a little bit of debt relief.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah, just those things. Just the carriage and the protection and the workers. Just those.
Suppose I know a couple of trustworthy fellas who can do double duty, protection and mine and work and that sort of thing.
Well, if
I
you
think
just
they have
happen to
brands
know,
too.
if you just happen to be aware of them for a decent price, and they'd also be capable of manning a carriage and a little bit of debt relief, then that would be super.
Where can they find you?
Oh, you can usually find me here. Nothing beats the ale in here.
True that, brother. True that. Takes a swig.
Yeah.
Kind of leans in a little bit. Okay, but before I make them a serious offer, how much debt relief are we talking?
Okay, I don't want to say a number out loud, so how about you take a guess? And I'll say higher or lower.
200G?
Higher.
Okay.
Higher.
Fuck me. Who are you in trouble with?
You've got to love our friends in the Hammerblood Guild, keeping this place all tidy and packed up with the best supplies money can buy. Hey lads, I'll drink to that! Yeah!
Posts him, takes a swig, pats him on the shoulder. I see. I'll see if I can talk to my friends and get back to you.
That would be helpful.
Tag will make their way sort of away from that gaggle of people and pause, do a little bit of counting, throw back the ale, go to the front door, look at the stack,
It's at
carefully
7.
try to stack the tankard on top.
Yep. Put another one. It's at 7.
Heads out. And
Dunk,
is gonna
dunk,
find
dunk!
a-
Yeah!
gonna find a place to get scaly again without too many eyes on me. Head back in.
You shed your little dwarven skin, which is a really weird when I say it out loud, and then you head back into the table.
Find out
So,
anything good?
do you know there used to be more gods in Sideria? I had no idea. Then again, I'm not the godly
Interesting.
type.
I'm not really well versed on the gods.
Yeah.
Same.
So, rumor has it that somebody, a sandworm guy, is going to be attempting to mount an expedition to go out and get a shit ton of treasure. He's looking for hands to dig with, hands to protect with, transit, and debt relief. And we can help with 3 of the 4. And a lot of treasure from the temple of a god of greed. I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me.
True. That's if we want to not worry about the couple other threads we're currently chasing.
Well, that's the interesting part. Remember that the one foundry we heard about, Nizip? Apparently, they are the premier outfitter of gear and such in the area, and he's in with them for a chunk, right? I mean, listen,
See.
guild guarantee is always worth it, right?
Didn't what did not Batman ask us to call him?
Locus.
Locus. Didn't Locus also mention that same guild was where a lot of the threads were going that he had found?
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems a lot of stuff keeps pointing back to them.
Listen, if you can provide a guild guarantee in a city like this, I'd imagine it's worth quite a bit, you know?
Agreed.
True. Also, if we do work with this guy, we could get more insider info.
True.
Tag shrugs. While we've been here, like, has there been any indication of anyone, like, kind of, like, any customers, like, going to, like, the kitchen or behind the bar or anything like that? Like, they've been being sold something else, I guess, is what I'm trying to say?
Make a perception check, please.
Sure.
Well, I was also going to, on the perceiving front,
19.
while Tig was off doing their stuff, I was curious of, not seen any wait staff that appear human, have I?
Not a bit.
Yeah.
So, as you track the movement of people into and out of the tap room, they follow the same general patterns. Dwarves coming in, getting a pint. Some of them just get one and then go. Others are staying around for quite some time, doing a little betting circle. Or the wait staff, going in, taking orders, going up by the bar, going to deliver them. Sometimes, like, you see one go into the back for, like, a special order, but then they come out and the special order is, like, a fancier drink with, like, some stuff mixed in. Nothing that you see illicit. It's more like, hey, I'll have the ale, or I'll have the cocktail. Cocktail's the word I was looking for. So, like, You haven't seen any signs of any illicit under-the-table dealings in here, and you've looked pretty hard.
Okay. Thank you.
Oof. So, yes or no then? Helping this guy.
Well, if it helps us in like the quietest voice I could possibly muster, it's like if it helps us, get close in with, people that might, then it might be worth it.
Also, I think our funding's starting to go a bit low, so I'd appreciate.
Yeah, we
a
do
bit of
need
boost.
to actually get a bit of coinage again.
Okay. Sounds good. Like, talk to him now, or...
When does the expedition start?
He's still looking to start it, so,
Oh.
Not yet at all.
Well,
Well, he needs the funding first, doesn't he?
Presumably, yes.
Could always take out a loan and help him. Risky,
More-
but we could pay it back.
More than 2K.
that's a
shoot.
lot.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay. I was like, okay, so when you said debts, I didn't think that much.
A guild guarantee doesn't come cheap. Apparently.
True.
So he's hoping that this score is going to be big enough not just to pay off the people that works with him, but also to get him out of however deep of a hole he's dug himself.
Presumably, yes, but...
Oh.
I mean,
Tig, you're a bard.
yes.
How quickly can you busk for 2K?
Elgwyn looks up from her sketches, shakes her head, no.
What?
No.
I'd have to do a lot more than busking to get 2K, and I'm not willing to do any of it.
Yeah, take it from a starving artist. I wish I could get that much at one time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a patron back home, but, that's not really the case around here.
Okay, I see.
Listen,
Like,
the way
even-
to make... sorry, go ahead.
Even between busking, selling paintings, and pickpocketing, that would take us quite a long time.
Oh dear. So we either do a loan or we just have to wait, I guess?
Or we hope someone else wants to help him on the debt front.
Could promote it.
Well, we see exactly why he needs that money up front.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll approach him, see if he's willing to go outside and talk some business.
All right.
Okay.
That said, we are over time, so we will talk business
Oh, we sure
next
are.
week.
Oh, whoa.
We will see you all then for more crime and more debt relief. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.